Hey, I can't wait anymore. Only 2 months left until June, you know. Let's discuss it when we meet next time, okay? I can't wait to take over the wedding. I'll change everything that delusional girl prepared into my plans. I'm so looking forward to it. When are you free, baby? I want to see you soon. Karen? Come on, just call me honey like you always do. Calling my name seems so formal now. We're about to get married, you know. Let's get even more lovey-dovey. I think you're chatting with the wrong person. Nope, I'm not. I just can't wait to see you, baby. Oh, right. I need to try on my dress, too. Yeah. That delusional girl who's hanging around you, what's her name again? Melanie? She's on the bigger side, so I need to alter it one size smaller. If I wear it as is, it'll be all loose and might just slip off. Imagine, that'll be so embarrassing. Baby, what's your favorite color? Pink, I guess? I knew it. It suits me, right? So let's go with pink. I'll sneakily try some samples on while at work tomorrow. Are you sure you can do that? Of course, no worries. I'll just say I'm tidying up the fitting room or something. I know everything about the venue, easy peasy, leave it to me. Besides, you've got to be bold if you want to hijack a wedding, right? True. By the way, what do you mean by hijacking a wedding? Did we talk about it? Oh my God, you forget? We made a promise, remember? To hijack her wedding and have our own. Ah, that's right. Are you drunk or something? Yeah, a little. I thought so. Well, I've been having a few drinks too. I get upset thinking about you with that girl, so I'm binge drinking. So you better take responsibility and come see me. I can't right now. I'm with some colleagues. If you keep this up, I'll tell my brother. Your brother? Yep, if I tell him, you'll be in big trouble. So let's meet soon and talk about the wedding. Yes, but changing the plan might cost money. I better work hard now, so I don't think we can meet soon. I'll do my best for our wedding. Aw, baby, you're so sweet, working hard for me. But don't push yourself. I can easily tweak the number and make a luxurious wedding more affordable. Can you really do that? It's all good. The owner of my wedding venue is pretty easy to sway, so a little flirting would do the magic. Oh, but don't get me wrong, I'm doing it all for us. I've been devoted to my baby all along. Thank you. Ugh, seriously, your reaction's so lame. So sorry. More importantly, tell that girl about us already. Break up with her soon. I've been faithful to you. You should be too. Or else I'm going to cry. Calm down. Let's talk about this later. I'll call you again. Well, all right. Promise me. You better keep the promise. My name is Melanie. I'm a 26-year-old preparing for the wedding with my one and only Keith in June. The exchange you just saw was with our wedding planner, Karen. She seemed to contact me by mistake, thinking I was Keith. The content of the conversation was something I couldn't just overlook. I didn't want to believe he would cheat after being together for so long. There might have been more to this than meets the eye. I wanted to believe in him more than her words, so I decided to talk to him directly, and then I learned an unexpected truth. Hi, Karen. Hi, Melanie. How are you? How may I help you today? Do you want to reschedule our next meeting? No, it's not that. Is it about changing the plan? If it's about changing the menu, we can discuss it here. If it's about the setup, I'd prefer to discuss it in person. Well, I want to change my dress to pink and one size smaller. Also, a bit of alterations to the setup. And I heard it could be much cheaper. Is that right? Please look into it. Excuse me? What are you talking about? Oh, did I get something wrong? You were talking about this just yesterday. Me? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, was that about the wedding plan for you and Keith? Sorry, I got confused. What? I have no idea what you're saying. No use trying to hide it now. I know everything. Seriously, what's this about? You accidentally sent all the details to me. No way. Can you check your chat history? Oh, damn. Well, this just makes things easier then. You should break up with him soon. Someone like you, who's not exactly pretty, isn't a match for him. Plus, he'd be happier with me than with you. Ugh, do you even realize the unprofessionalism of what you're doing as a wedding planner? What's wrong with it? I'm just trying to marry the person I love. I'm a woman before I'm a wedding planner. What's wrong with being in love and wanting to be with the one I love? He's my fiancé to begin with. It's just wrong to get involved with him. What can I do? It was love at first sight. When you guys came to tour the venue for the first time, I was struck by lightning. I thought it was fate. Then I found out he works for the big corporation, Universal Gate. It was like the final piece of the puzzle. I had to make him mine. So you made a move on him. Don't say it like that. He noticed my charm. During the meeting, he kept looking into my eyes and sending me passionate glances. It's pretty normal to look at someone when you're talking to them, right? Is that all your basis? You sound like a love-struck teenager. It doesn't sound like something an adult would do. No, you don't get it. Those eyes were burning with love. You just can't see it because you're a failure as a woman. That's not true. But he reacted to me. He's going to leave you and marry me. He said he prefers beautiful me over an ugly duckling like you. Did he really say that? Yes, he's mine. Haha, you just can't admit it, huh? This is his true feeling. No way. Finally, you understand, right? Just give up and break up with him. He wouldn't do something like this. I won't give up. I still believe in him. Believing doesn't cut it, you know. If you think about it rationally, I'm obviously a better choice than an old lady like you. So back off. I won't believe it until I hear it from him. There's no way he'd choose a crazy woman like you. He's a faithful guy. Let me give you some advice, lady. There's no such thing as certainty in this world, and the beautiful ones always win. No matter how faithful a guy is, he'll fall for my charm. Ready to admit defeat? I'm telling you, Karen, you're going down. Haha, you'd better reconsider. If you do that, he could lose his job, you know. What do you mean? I'm glad you asked. You see, I have a big brother who's 17 years older than me, and guess what? He's Keith's boss at work. When I found out where he worked, I was surprised. My brother absolutely adores me, so if I tell him anything bad about Keith, it'll end his career. I mean, he's practically the CEO's right-hand man. No way. You can't get away with doing something like that. Who are you to say what's allowed? I won't follow your rules. You've been annoying. I'll never let you take Keith from me. Sure. I don't need you to let him go. He's already mine. I bet he's coming home late again today. He's meeting me. Oh, I'm so excited. Finally, tonight. After this, I continued to receive messages and calls from Karen, like, he hates you, and break up. In addition to that, there were a few days where I found harassment signs and dozens of letters at my home and office. While it was disturbing enough on the phone, having it reach my workplace started to affect my personal life. I experienced mental health issues and became fearful of going outside. Worried about me, Keith decided to tell me the truth. Upon hearing it, my anger toward her began to boil over. It's about time you face some consequences. Not just for me, but all my colleagues are getting annoyed with the signs at my workplace. Can you please stop this harassment? I'll stop if you break up with Keith. It's understandable that someone like you, who's not the best looking, is clinging to him for fear of not finding anyone else. Give it up already. You're still saying that? I have no intention of breaking up with him, and he says the same thing. So, it's you who should give up. Ugh, you're such a sore loser. I'll tell my brother and get him fired. See, if you don't leave him soon, it'll cause trouble for him. What you're saying is impossible. Your brother's indeed his boss, but he's not the CEO's right-hand man. Ha! What are you saying? What do you know? I'm getting the information directly from him. Are you saying he's lying to me? Yes, that's exactly it. He's just putting up a front and telling lies. What's your basis? If I talk about it, it'll take a while. Is that okay? Don't beat around the bush, just spill it. I saw the messages you sent to Keith. What? How dare you invade his privacy? It's not an invasion. I got his consent, of course. When I was suffering mentally because of your harassment, he told me the truth. At that time, he showed me the chat history. Seriously? Yes, I read every word. So I know that you threatened him, telling him to be with you or lose his job. You even implied that something would happen to me if he refused. That's a serious crime, you know. It's extortion. Shut up. That's nothing to do with my brother lying. Wait, there's more to the story, so listen carefully. We took this evidence to his CEO and had a direct conversation with him. There's no way an employer would fire someone for that. Then, to my surprise, the CEO turned out to be my childhood friend's big brother. What a coincidence, isn't it? And get this, the person who works as his right-hand man is my childhood friend. The world sure is a small place. Huh? Wait, didn't you say before that your big brother is the right-hand man? My childhood friend has 2 brothers and no sister. Something's not adding up here. Oh my God, so is my brother really lying? Then what's his title? He's Keith's boss, but just a regular employee. He has no power to fire anyone. No way. But it doesn't really matter. As the authority of the wedding venue staff, your wedding is now mine. Your fiancé, dress, and everything else, they're all mine. No matter what anyone says, Keith and I are getting married. If we push through with it, I win. He says he wants to marry me. He chooses me over an old lady like you. Wait, we're already married. What? Who's the guy? Of course, it's Keith. We got married yesterday. Because you were so persistent, we thought it was better to get married first and make it official. What the heck? So he isn't going to be mine? Right. In fact, he never had any intention of being yours. He couldn't outright refuse you because you kept threatening him that you'd do something to me. So he won't marry me? No, he said he'd never marry you. Well, then forget it. I'll give him back to you. I don't want a guy who won't love me anyway. That's incredibly rude. Don't contact me anymore, okay? Do you really think you can just walk away like nothing ever happened? I'm letting you have him, so it's over. Anyway, you used this sneaky tactic of getting married ahead of me for that purpose, didn't you? Of course not, and I'm going to claim damages from you. Damages? I didn't have an affair and have no reason to pay you anything. Compensation for the trouble, defamation, and emotional distress. I want $10,000 for the harassment you caused and another $20,000 for my workplace for the destruction of property. Plus, you harassed Keith as well. You acted like a stalker, right? So, I'll need another $10,000 for him. Goddamn, I can't afford that much. But why? I only wanted to make the guy I love mine. You should pay damages for taking my loved one. You used such a lame method by getting married ahead of me. You didn't have the courage to fight fair because you're so much less attractive than me, coward. You say I took him away from you, but he was my fiancé in the first place. And I didn't want to have my wedding where there's someone so crazy as a staff. I explained everything to your boss and asked for the wedding to be cancelled. Wait, you talked to my boss? Of course. It's outrageous that a wedding planner would make advances on someone else's fiancé, right? Besides, you mentioned some pretty unacceptable things, like using your position to lower the cost. So, it's crucial to address this kind of situation promptly. No wonder my boss keeps calling me. He said if it turns out to be true after investigation, he'd fire you. He asked me to reconsider canceling the wedding. No, no, no. I don't want to get fired. Being a wedding planner was my dream. If I get fired over something like this, I won't be able to do this job anymore. Please, I apologize. Just tell him it was a misunderstanding. This is your fault, even if it was your dream job. It's so stupid to do something dishonest instead of working honestly and end up getting fired. You really should reflect on what you did. No, I can't get fired. Please, please spare me. If I lose my job, I can't pay you compensation. At the very least, tell him it was a misunderstanding. No way. I can't risk having you do the same to someone else. I promise I'll never do it, so please, forgive me. I just want to keep my job. Why don't you explain it to your boss, not me? Well, even if you lose your job, make sure you pay the compensation. I'll also send an official letter to your family. Don't even think about running away. I'm really sorry. I won't do this again, so please spare me. Please let me go. Afterward, the venue decided to terminate Karen and offered to cover 75% of the wedding expenses as compensation. After discussing it with Keith and our families, we decided to go ahead since we didn't have any complaints about the actual venue. We settled with Karen on a payment plan for the compensation. From what I hear, she's been struggling to find a job and is working part-time day and night. Her youthful appearance from back then has apparently aged significantly. As for the liar of her brother, I hear he's been demoted due to poor work performance and has become estranged from Keith. It's a relief that the connection to a dishonest person has been severed from him. We finished our wedding and now we're actively searching for a new home.
Dad, you're terrible. Don't you want us anymore? Don't abandon us.
Dad, are you Judy by any chance?
Yes, I'm borrowing Mom's phone. If you're answering to my texts, does that mean you're not abandoning us yet?
What's wrong with you? I would never abandon you guys.
Then why don't you send us money?
No, really, what are you talking about? I'm sending your mom money every month.
Since you went away for work 6 months ago, you only sent us money for the first 2 months.
That's not true. I sent money to your mom every month. I'm always worried about you and your mom, even when I'm out of town. I'm always a good provider for you.
Then why can't we buy food? I haven't eaten for a week.
What?
I'm starving.
Wait a minute. What's Mom doing?
She won't get out of bed because we don't have any money. That's why I haven't eaten for a long time. Dad, help me.
What's going on? Is she sick?
I don't know. She said she can't move.
What the hell is going on?
I'm sorry. I actually know why you left us.
What?
I know it's my fault. Mom said you didn't want me because you need to pay the child tax. Mom told me.
There is no such thing as child tax. Even if there is, I would never abandon my precious Judy.
You don't have to lie. Because of me, you have to pay the child tax and you have to go to work far away. I'm sorry, but I'm at my wit's end. Dad, help me.
Judy, listen to me carefully. I send Mom $3,000 every month, so there's no way you don't have enough money. Why don't you ask Mom? There must be some mistake.
I asked her many times, but she said she didn't get it. Dad, you didn't really send it, did you? I'm sure you're having a hard time too with little money.
I'm sure there's a money transfer record.
I don't understand.
I'm sorry, Judy. I know it's hard for an 8-year-old to understand.
The puppy I got for my birthday is almost dying because I haven't fed him. Will that happen to me?
I won't let that happen. I'll be right there. Just wait for me.
Will you feed me?
Of course I will. I'll let you eat whatever you want. I left work early and drove 4 hours to hurry home. What I saw there was unimaginable. My daughter was scrawny and skinny. When I lifted her in my arms, she was much lighter than I remembered. She had respiratory problems since she was a baby, and she was cyanotic and her face was pale. When I went to the bedroom, I found my wife, who was also skinny and pale, sleeping. When I woke her up, she mumbled for help in a muffled voice. I called an ambulance in tears. They were both hospitalized for malnutrition. How could this have happened? When I got home from the hospital, I got a text from my wife with an unbelievable message. I was even more confused.
Because of you, we almost died. I'll make sure you pay us compensation.
What? What are you talking about? Anyway, how are you feeling now?
I've had an IV and I'm feeling much better.
How's Judy?
She's fine. More importantly, are you listening to me?
What do you mean it's my fault? How did you get into this mess in the first place?
It's because you didn't send me the money.
I told Judy I've been sending you $3,000 every month.
Don't lie to me. I haven't received a penny since the 3rd month after you moved out. You're lying about $3,000 so that Judy would be on your side, huh? But too bad. Judy understands that you don't send us money. You may think that an 8-year-old is still a child, but she is at an age where she can understand a lot of things.
But the fact is, I did send money. Do you want to check my bank records?
I know you can forge bank records these days. Don't be ridiculous.
I wouldn't do that. Besides, I'm sure you had savings. Why didn't you use it?
My bank card and credit card were gone. You must have took them.
What's the use of me doing that?
To get rid of us, without getting your own hands dirty, of course.
I would never do such a terrible thing to you two. You're my treasures.
Liar! You just wanted us out of the way so you could be with your girlfriend. It will be much easier if we were all starved out and out of the way.
You know I'm not a guy who would cheat on you. You know me better, Mila. And moreover, how could I do such a terrible thing to starve my precious wife and daughter?
I don't know. Men like you tend to cheat behind the scenes. I see documentaries on criminals, and people would always answer to interviews saying, "Oh, he didn't look like that kind of guy." People are not always what they seem. I'm scared.
You'll just have to trust me on that. I never betrayed my family, and I never will.
You've never come home. You've neglected your family. How can you?
I tried to come home many times, but you wouldn't let me because you said Judy didn't want me to. You were the one who didn't let me.
Can you stop making lame excuses? It doesn't matter what you say now. I know all about your betrayal. I hate you, and Judy hates you too.
Even if Judy hates me, I'd regularly drop you a text, and I was checking how she was doing. You said she was doing fine.
What? When did we exchange texts like that?
I texted you at least once a week, even last week. What? I can't find it.
Maybe you were sending it to the other woman.
That's not true. I did send it to you. Why are the texts gone? You can check the texts on your phone, right?
No, I haven't received a single text from you since you moved out. You're such a jerk, mistakenly sending texts to the other woman and not to your wife.
This can't be true.
Do you know how much you hurt us? I couldn't leave my frail Judy and go out for work. We ran out of money and couldn't afford to buy food, so we lost lots of weight. We even collected coins from streets.
Why didn't you tell me?
I tried to get in touch with you, but you blocked my number.
I didn't, but you don't believe me.
I even thought about asking my parents for help, but I couldn't because I felt too pathetic.
You can't say you're pathetic in a situation like this. Lives are more important.
You don't understand. Living a gracious life on your own? My parents live on pension and barely make ends meet. I can't tell them that I'm dying because my husband left me and we have no money.
But if I didn't hear from Judy today, you guys...
I'm sure we would have been in heaven right now.
Then where the hell did that $3,000 I was sending you go?
I don't know. You must have sent it to the other woman.
No, I definitely sent it to your account. I can see it in my bank record. If you really didn't get it, this is a big problem. I'll check with the bank.
Don't buy any more time. You set all this up, didn't you?
I'm telling you, I didn't.
I will never forgive you. Of course, I'm going to divorce you. You neglected to support us financially and tried to get rid of us. I'm charging you $50,000 as compensation.
$50,000? How can that be?
If we had starved to death, you'd have received the insurance of $200,000. I actually wanted to get the same amount, but that didn't seem possible. I had no choice but to reduce the amount. For Judy's sake, I don't want to get into a long-term dispute over money. So I'll let you go with $50,000.
Wait a minute. I'm sure there must have been a series of misunderstandings that led to this. You guys are the only reason I want to live.
We're not your reason for living. We're the obstacles in your life. The whole neighborhood knows about your financial abuse.
I thought the neighbors were looking at me in a bad way. So that's what this is about.
They're willing to testify against you if I sue you. There's no way you're getting away with this.
I'm being sued by my family for a crime I didn't commit? How is this acceptable? I really cared about you guys. I don't know how I let this happen.
It's all your fault that this happened. I'll take the house too.
The house? This house used to be my parents' house.
What you did was an attempted murder. I'm offering you pardon with money and the house. Or are our lives worth less than the house?
That's not what I'm talking about.
I don't want to see your face, so don't ever come back. If you come near my house, my neighbors will call the police.
Are you really going to divorce me?
Of course I'm divorcing you. I can't stay with a ruthless killer and a cheating bastard.
Then at least let me live with Judy.
Huh? Are you crazy? I know she's going to have to starve again and live a pitiful life with you. I can't give my precious Judy to a loser like you.
Please, if I lose Judy,
You'll regret losing everything. By the way, you might lose your job too.
What do you mean?
I sent divorce papers and a certified letter to your office.
What?
The letter says you're the devil who tried to starve your wife and kid. It's got all the details. You've been pretending to be a good person all this time, but one day your true nature will be revealed. Justice will prevail. It should be in your mailbox tomorrow, so look forward to it.
Oh my God.
Karma. Goodbye forever.
Wait! Hey!
Pay the compensation, you piece of shit. After all this time, you still don't want to pay me?
Are you out of the hospital already?
Yes, I just got home.
What? That's not your house. Get out of there right now.
What are you talking about? You promised us the house.
I didn't. I'll pick up Judy. You go back to your parents' house. You're the worst kind of devil.
What? Did you say you're picking up Judy? You already went back to work, didn't you?
No. I explained the situation to the company, and they put me on paid leave. I'm at the lawyer's office now.
What do you mean? Are you still trying to resist? There's evidence that you abused me financially. I have proof, you know.
Proof? Let's see it.
I have testimony from my neighbors, and my daughter and I were sent to the hospital for malnutrition. This medical certificate will be great evidence too.
You're really amazing. Fasting until you collapsed to frame me as the perpetrator. If you had such guts, you could have used them for something better.
What?
After I got sued by you, I desperately wanted to find out how this happened, and I asked your best friend Miranda.
Oh, and?
She told me everything, that you were cheating on me and that you were planning to milk me out of compensation. She told me everything.
How could she? Miranda would never say such a thing. She's on my side.
At first, she tried to cover it up, but when I told her the situation I was in, she felt sorry for me, and she told me everything.
That bitch! How can she betray her best friend?
You're the one who cheated on your friend. She told me that you're doing this as a revenge to me because you found out that I was cheating on you. She was pissed when she found out the truth. She's so angry that you made her have a part in the crime, and she said you're not her friend anymore.
A best friend is always there for you, no matter what the situation. Yeah, I get it. I don't want her in my life. I'm going to cut ties with her. I'm not even going to return the $500 that I borrowed from her.
You're going to have to pay that back. By the way, she also gave me your Twitter account.
Don't tell me. You saw it?
What's this about Mila's happy-go-lucky plan?
Oh no.
What is happy-go-lucky? You are an idiot. I don't think this is appropriate for a grown woman.
Shut up!
Let's see. My idiot husband can't even cheat on me because he's too scared to do it. So I'm going to make up some financial violence to get him to pay me compensation. I'm going to go on a fast for that.
Don't read it!
You're putting your daughter in danger by forcing her to fast? What kind of a mother does that? And posting such a ridiculous thing on social media? Don't you feel any shame?
This is all for Judy's sake. If this plan succeeds, she'll have a handsome new dad. It's way better to live with a good-looking guy, even if you need to put your life in danger, than to keep living with an ugly dad. It's 100 times better.
It can't be better. An 8-year-old girl couldn't eat for days. I can't even imagine how hard it was. Like you said, an 8-year-old girl isn't a child who doesn't know what's going on. I'm sure it wasn't just hunger that tortured her. I'm sure she had a lot on her mind. I can't help but cry.
Judy is my child, and it's none of your business how I treat her.
What the hell do you think life is? If you want to be with the man you cheated on me with, then do whatever you want. Just don't bring Judy into this.
Well, if I simply divorced you, I might not be able to get custody because I'm a housewife. There's no way I can pay child support either. What will people think of a mother not being able to be with her child? I don't want the world to think I have a problem.
I don't know what to say.
Besides, my boyfriend doesn't own a house and he makes less than you. That's why I wanted to get money from you before we break up.
Just for that reason, you fasted until you get that skinny? That's just so absurd.
I asked ChatGPT. Apparently, you can demand compensation for financial abuse with witnesses' testimony. So we needed to be visibly skinny. And it was just as well since I wanted to lose weight.
Judy, with her chronic illness, was in real danger. What were you going to do if something had happened to her?
Then you'd be a murderer, and I'd get the insurance money. Well, I made sure that didn't happen. I let her contact you on my phone at the best timing.
Screw you! I'll never forgive you for making Judy go through all this for your own publicity and money. You even lied to Judy. How hurt she was to be told that her dad left her.
I had to say that in order for me to get custody. I needed her to hate you.
And she thought it was her fault that I left her. How could you tell such an awful lie?
Oh, the child tax, right? Kids are so naive to believe such a lie.
And the texts between you and I that disappeared? You deleted those when I let you use my phone because you said you forgot your phone when we were at the hospital, didn't you?
Yep. Well, it's too late to find that out now. That doesn't change my plan to get compensation from you and marry my boyfriend. I have proof, and I deleted the texts so you don't have proof. Why don't you just admit defeat, huh?
You still think you can do it? I told you I'm at the lawyer's office. I'm suing you too.
That's impossible. We have eyewitnesses over here.
The neighbors? They're on my side now.
What? That can't be, because I let them see how skinny we were. They've been furious about you. No one would listen to a man who'd let his wife and daughter starve to death.
I've cleared up all the misunderstandings among the neighbors and your boyfriend.
What? You met him?
You posted this picture on Twitter. I got his identity right away from there. I had no idea the guy was Judy's homeroom teacher at school.
No way!
You even lied to the guy. He really believed that I was doing terrible things to you. He said he was worried when he saw you guys getting skinnier and skinnier. He tried to give you money and food, but you rejected it, saying that I'd assault you if I found out. That's how you rejected his offer, huh?
That's...
I got hit by that guy. He said, "You're a villain for making Mila and Judy suffer."
Really?
What are you laughing at?
I mean, he was on my side, right? Serves you right. No one believes what a demon like you would say.
No, I told you I cleared up the misunderstanding. He hit me at first, but when I calmed him down and talked to him, he was really pissed off at you.
What?
I told him that you made my daughter fast on purpose to get compensation from me. He was so shocked when he heard that.
He believed you? Not me, but you? Why?
I told him what Miranda had told me and showed him your Twitter posts, and he believed me.
Why is Miranda always getting in my way? I'm going to sell all the games I borrowed.
Give them back to her. I asked him for help clearing up misunderstandings in the neighborhood, and I got him to change schools. He said he's cutting you off.
Oh no! He's blocked my calls. He's not reading my texts either.
So your lawsuit won't work. On the contrary, I'm suing you for defamation.
What's that? When have I defamed you?
Just think about it for a minute. You sent a certified letter to my company with a bunch of lies. And you misled the neighbors. I'm demanding compensation for that.
No! Why would I?
And the $3,000 I've been sending you, I'm getting the half of it back as part of our share of the property. 4 months worth. That's $6,000.
You gave me that money, didn't you? I'm not paying you back.
I gave it to you to make a living. You're saving it as your own money, aren't you?
I was going to spend it on my honeymoon.
And also, I reported you for abusing and neglecting our daughter.
I'd been in the hospital too.
You did that on your own. Oh, and I might be able to charge you with a crime of violence as well. My lawyer told me, and you're going to jail for up to 15 years.
I'm going to jail? Why? I didn't do anything wrong.
My daughter's life was in danger because of you. You deserved it.
But she didn't die after all. And yet I can't believe I'm being sued. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. I wasn't thinking seriously. Please forgive me.
You'll regret for the rest of your life that you hurt my precious Judy.
I got it. I'll never cheat on you again. I will raise Judy properly.
I don't believe a word you say, you liar. Get out of my house right now. Well, if the police come, they'll force you out anyway.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be arrested.
Being arrested is not enough to punish you, because even if you get caught, they'll still give you food. Judy wasn't even given food.
I said I won't do it anymore. It was just supposed to be a performance.
You'll be in jail, and you can keep posting Mia's happy-go-lucky plan. Well, you may never have a moment where you feel happy. You may never be happy again. Because my daughter was in a very dangerous situation, what Mila did was found to be quite malicious, and she was sentenced to 5 years in jail and $30,000 in compensation for cheating and defamation. With the help of my lawyer, the divorce was finalized, and I was also able to get sole custody of Judy, so I requested $100,000 for child support. Mila's parents have cut off ties with her because she made Judy go through a terrible experience. So after she gets out of prison, Mila will be responsible for paying the child support alone. As for me, I wanted her to be punished more severely, but it can't be helped. The punishment for hurting Judy. I will make her pay for it no matter how many years it takes. I will not let her get away with it until she pays off. I told the company what happened, and they let me work from home since then. When the company received a false certified letter from Mila, no one believed what was on the letter because I was always bragging about my daughter. From now on, in order to heal the wounded daughter's heart, I would like to spend a lot of time with her.
Hello, how are you? My name is Alice from First National Bank. Pleased to meet you. I'd like to talk to Miss Natalie Harper about a few things. Is this the right number? Yes, but First National Bank? Alice, are you a banker? Yes, I am. Do you have a moment? Wait a minute. How does a banker know my number? I use First National Bank, but I never gave my mobile number to the banker. You must be scamming me or something. I won't be tricked. Calm down, Miss Harper. Nowadays, if you look it up, you can figure it out. You can figure it out if you look it up. No matter how much of a banker you are, how is it possible to look up a bank user's mobile number? The times are evolving rapidly, you know. You know, there are things like the abolition of bank books and digitalization, right? So it is possible to send banking messages to a mobile phone number. Do you do that without permission? I'm still not convinced. I don't care if it's a phone call to a cell phone, but to send a message to a private number? It's suspicious. Well, I understand why you would say that, but I don't think this is the time to say that. What do you mean? I sent you a text message today for no other reason than I came to warn you, you know. If you say I'm suspicious and treat me badly, you'll be in big trouble later on. Warn me? What are you talking about? I just use First National Bank like normal. Is that normal? Is it normal to borrow money and not pay it back? What? You mean a debt? I didn't borrow any money from First National Bank. And you can't believe I haven't returned it. Please don't say things that don't make sense. Please calm down. It's not you who owes money. It's your husband. What? My husband owes you money? Isn't that a mistake? Unfortunately, it's not a mistake. I mean, this is a fact. We are having a hard time getting the money back, and we are in a lot of trouble. If we don't do something, we will be forced to collect the money, so I give him a warning before that happens. Wait a minute. My husband is not the kind of person who would go into debt. Besides, there is no way in the world he would borrow money from First National Bank without telling me, no matter what I think. Even if he did borrow money, It is absolutely unthinkable that he has not repaid it. I understand why you would like to think so, but, Miss Harper, please accept the reality. You are your husband's co-signer, right? Huh? No, that's also not true. I've never signed any co-signer's papers, and neither my husband nor I are in any financial trouble. Are you sure about that? Even if you're not in trouble at home, how about your husband's company? Huh? My husband's company? Besides, let me tell you something, by the way. Miss Harper, your husband is cheating on you. Oh? What? What are you saying? My husband can't cheat on me. He's not that sneaky. I mean, how can you, a banker, know such a thing? I understand why you don't want to believe me, but I saw it with my own eyes. Your husband was with a young woman when he came to borrow money. That seems like he was cheating, doesn't it? I'd like to ask you something. What is it? I can understand that he had me as a co-signer and that you looked up my contact information and messaged me on my cell phone. Why didn't you think the woman who came with my husband was me? What? Normally, if a man and a woman came to borrow money together, wouldn't you think that the woman was the wife and the same person who co-signed? And yet, you knew from the very beginning that that woman was not me. How so? You don't know what I look like, do you? No, that's the thing, you see. I called her by a different name. What did you call her? What was it? But anyway, I didn't call her Natalie Harper. Anyway, I'm telling you it was an affair. Your husband is leaving you, that's the truth. You're only worthless as a co-signer. And, you understand, as co-signer, you need to repay the debt. Alice, have you forgotten your position? Oh, my apologies. I'm sorry, I just got distracted. Anyway, I'll leave you alone for today. The amount of the debt is $200,000, so please prepare it. It's been a while, Miss Harper. Regarding your husband's debt from the other day, when can I expect payment? Hello, Alice. I'm sorry, but I'm still not convinced, and I can't pay it all in one payment. It's fraud, isn't it? What are you talking about now? If you don't do anything, your husband will be drowning in debt, and your family will all hit rock bottom. If you want to risk not paying it, go ahead and do it. Scary people from the collection agency will come to your house later. I asked my husband if he had ever been in debt before, but he didn't show any sign of it. Of course he didn't. He co-signed the loan without telling you. He must be trying very hard to hide it. But I contacted you for your sake, right? I felt sorry for you to be made a co-signer without knowing anything about it and to be in debt hell. If you can think of it as women helping women. I see. Thank you very much. Well, it's true that it's not good to be asked to pay back $200,000 all of a sudden, is it? I don't want to force you to do that. For now, may I ask you to pay the money in installments? Excuse me, Alice. Yes? Can I ask you something? Yes, okay, but what is it? Is it something to do with the debt? No, actually, it has nothing to do with this debt. There's a rumor going around right now at my son's kindergarten. Rumors? About what? A rumor that my husband owes a lot of money. And on top of that, that our family is running away from that debt, and that we haven't even paid the daycare fees for our son's kindergarten. Wow, I didn't know there were rumors like that. But it's not a rumor, it's a fact, right? It's not true. We are paying our kindergarten fees, and we are not running away from our debts. My son is feeling sad at the kindergarten because of the rumors. My son is being looked at strangely by his friends' mothers, and it's very difficult for him. I don't know why you're saying it's hard. If you insist that, then you should pay me. If not, I'm sure you'll get a lot of bad comments from your mummy friends. Since you are enrolled in Greenwood Kindergarten, which is famous for its safety, you might as well keep your reputation intact, don't you think? How did you know? What? The kindergarten my son goes to. I never said anything about Greenwood Kindergarten, did I? It's just a coincidence. Or rather, your husband mentioned something like that. It was just something I remembered. We asked about your family's occupation in the debt process. When I asked him about his son, he told me. Oh, I see. I can't believe he brought his affair partner to the bank when he borrowed money and told you about our son's kindergarten right then and there. If that's true, then my husband is a huge asshole, isn't he? Haha, yes. And anyway, I hope you don't mind paying in installments. I will contact you again. Hello, Alice. May I have a moment to talk with you now? Well, Miss Harper. Have you thought about the payment? About that, you didn't tell me where to transfer the money yet. The thing about that is, I'll come and pick it up in person. What? You're going to come all the way to my place? I mean, why would you do that? It's a lot of money, so it's better to send it by bank transfer, right? No. You see, bank transfer fees are very expensive nowadays. I would feel bad to ask you to go to the trouble of transferring the money. And since you are a cosigner, I'll do this as a special service. I see. You mean you know where we are, right? Oh, no, I don't. I did see your address, but I don't know the details. So, there is a kindergarten nearby, right? Is it okay if I meet you there? Okay. Please wait a few days so I can prepare the money. I'll wait a few days. But still, you got married to a CEO. I'm surprised that you got married to the boss of a big company, but he borrowed money behind your back and made you a cosigner. My husband is a lawyer. What? A lawyer? That's strange. Normally, when you borrow money from a bank, there is a section to write down your occupation. Don't tell me you didn't look at the documents properly. I didn't think a banker would make a mistake. Oh no, I did look. But he mentioned that his income was very high, so I just assumed that he was the president of a company or something. A lot of income? Did my husband say so? Well, yes, he did. Well, then why did he come to you to borrow money? That's because... You seem to have mistakenly thought that he was the president of a company and that he must have borrowed the money to keep the company going? Well, I'm sorry, I don't remember much about that. You don't remember much? You loaned us $200,000 and you've been contacting me so much, but you don't remember much about us? I don't know how that's possible. How can someone who is supposed to be a loan officer at First National Bank be so careless? What are you trying to say? I'm telling you, you're being cheated on. You're saying I'm tricking you, but you're the one being cheated on. You're a woman who's been abandoned by her husband. So what? Huh? If my husband is really cheating on me, I would immediately hire a professional to gather all the evidence I can find, present that evidence, demand alimony, and get a divorce. I'll dump that kind of man myself. Well? Oh, it might be better to do that, right? Then the cosigner thing will be clear, and I can hire a better lawyer than my husband. Wait a minute. What is it? Well, are you going to make it that important? Important? What are you talking about? If you are saying that my husband borrowed $200,000 from the bank, that is even more important. I need to report this to my husband's parents and have them look into things. Not only did he borrow money without telling me, but he co-signed the loan with my name. It's totally unacceptable. No, Miss Harper, please calm down. I won't make it public as long as you pay it in installments, and I have no intention of collecting it in any strange way. That's not what this is about. Anyway, I will ask my husband, who is a lawyer, about it, okay? Are you going to join our talk, Alice? No, I'm fine. I'm sorry, but I need to go now. Hello, Miss Harper. I'm sorry about the other day. I was busy. No, it's fine. How can I help you today? Well, about the payment. May I go pick up $10,000 for now? Well, yes, that's fine. Really? Then I'll head over there right away. Please meet me in front of the kindergarten I told you about. But first, may I have a word? What is it? Do you remember that kindergarten I told you about? There was a bad rumor going around my son's kindergarten. Ah, you mentioned something about that. Yes, I remember. About that, I found out who started the rumor. What? I told the rumor mongers what had happened, and I traced back who had told them about the rumor. And then, we finally found him. Mr. Carroll, it's you, isn't it? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything like that. Besides, I'm Alice. I don't know whoever that person is. In school, the story of Alice is written by another Mr. Carroll. You thought of it well. But if you went through the trouble, wouldn't it have been better to change the name completely? Why did you use such a half-assed pseudonym? That's why it was so easy to find out. What are you saying? I told you, I don't know. Anyway, the $200,000 your husband owes from our bank, I'll have you pay it as a cosigner. I'll talk to the chairman. Huh? Chairman? For what? Huh? You didn't know? My grandfather is the chairman of First National Bank. I'm sure everyone who works for First National Bank knows his name at least. It's strange that you didn't know that. Normally, if the grandson-in-law of the chairman came to borrow $200,000, it would be more memorable. No, I know. I just forgot about it. Speaking of strange, my husband is also strange. My husband borrowed $200,000 from First National Bank without telling me, whose grandfather is the chairman of First National Bank. Especially if he co-signed the loan with me. Don't you feel that he didn't think too much about what would happen if he was found out? Haha. Well. But it can't be helped. You didn't know anything about it. Of course you don't know, because you being a banker is a big lie. Haha. What? How did you know that? I asked my grandfather to look it up. Then I found out that there was no banker named Alice at any of the branches around here in the first place. So you contacted me from the very beginning to cheat me out of my money. Alice? You did that? No, Miss Natalie. There's a reason for this. Yes, I know. You're in trouble because you can't pay the alimony for your affair, right? What? Why do you say that? Just as you are spreading rumors about me, so too they are spreading rumors about you. That's where I heard it. That the family is on the verge of collapse because of your affair. You can't pay the alimony and you are about to be evicted from your house. That's why you came up with this plan, isn't it? Well, it's just, there's no other way. I couldn't live without money. But that doesn't mean there are things you can't do. I don't have a choice. Your husband earns a lot of money, so he should share a little. Please, $50,000 is fine. You don't need the money anyway. Lend me the money. I don't want to. Why not? So I can't make a living and you can just let me die? You're going to leave me to die? You bitch. Don't worry about that. You'll have food, clothing, and shelter. What? What do you mean? My brother is a police officer. What? So I told my brother about all this. Huh? Now my brother is going to pick you up at your house with his colleagues, so please wait a little longer. You'll have a pleasant life in prison with 3 guaranteed meals a day. What? Prison? Why am I going to jail? Wait a minute. What do you mean? Why are the police here? What are you talking about? What you did is fraud and defamation by spreading false rumors without permission. You are under arrest for those crimes. Oh no, that's a lie. Stop it. Please, forgive me. This is what you deserve. Please go to your new home, prison. Goodbye. A short time later, Mr. Carroll was arrested for defamation and fraud by my brother and others. This led to a formal divorce from his wife, and he still owes her alimony and child support for their children. When he gets out of prison, he will be forced to work at a factory owned by a friend of his parents. At the factory, he will live in a dormitory and will be provided with meals, so it is good that he will be able to live well.
Give me your bank book.
What? Why are you saying that out of nowhere?
Give me your bank book. You are wasting money. I will take care of your money from now on.
I can manage my own money.
You told me that you wanted to live together, right? To prepare for that, from this month on, I will manage all your money.
Some families manage their money together when they get married, but isn't it too soon? We haven't even started living together yet.
It's going to cost a lot of money to get ready to move in together. So the earlier, the better.
We haven't even decided when we're going to start living together. Can we just split the cost of the moving in?
It's normal for the guy to take care of the money. You don't have any common sense, do you?
I don't understand it either. Is that how it's supposed to be?
That's the way it is. That's the way it was in my family. Don't talk back to me.
But I'm not comfortable handing my money out of the blue. There might be a time that I need some money too.
That's how you plan to waste your money, isn't it? Last time, you bought anime DVDs and other stuff. That's really a waste of money.
What? Will there be restriction on my shoppings too?
Of course. I can't have you wasting your own salary and being a parasite on me.
I would never do that. My only hobby is watching anime. So I don't spend money on anything else.
If it's anime, why don't you just watch them on TV? DVDs and merchandise are a waste of money. Figurines are just for decoration, and anything that has no practical use is a waste.
It's just a hobby. I'm not spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on it.
It's a natural thing for a member of society to save money. Why are you being cocky? Also, if you're going to live with me, you should sell all your anime goods. I will take care of the money too. Oh, bring me a receipt. There's no point in fooling around.
You're going that far? I don't want to sell it because it's all very important to me. It's hard for me to sell my favorite characters. Just displaying them gives me energy. Don't say that it's a waste. That's too painful. It's not like I have enough stuff to fill up my room.
You're going to get back what you've wasted all this time on. Anime goods can be sold for a lot of money, can't they?
What do you mean get back?
From now on, your money is also my money. So, it's only natural that you should collect what you've wasted.
Really? Besides, it's not like I collect premier stuff or anything. I collect stuff that I like. So I don't think it will be worth a lot of money if I sell them. If you're asking me to sell them because you think it's worth a lot, then you're thinking it wrong. So give it up.
You're not getting any money out of it? I really don't believe you. That means you've been collecting trash?
Tony, you're scaring me. What's wrong?
You're even scarier than me, buying trash and being happy about it. Looking at garbage cheers you up? Are you crazy?
It's not garbage. I get cheered up when I look at my favorite characters.
That's why I said that's crazy. How can you be cheerful when anime characters and such don't exist? You anime nerds are all crazy.
That's too much.
Do you have a problem with that? If you don't like it, I will break up with you.
Don't tell me you're breaking up with me. I don't want to do that.
Then, just shut your mouth and listen to me.
It's true, I'm not very smart, and I'm not very good at some things. It hurts my feelings when you talk to me like that.
But, this is the truth. If I don't say it, who's going to point it out?
You're right. Tony is always leading me on, and I appreciate it. But today, you're kind of scaring me. What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I'm just annoyed because you're acting so zoned out.
I'm sorry about that. Don't get mad at me.
Then do as I say. Give me your bank book and credit card. Just tell me what you need the money for and I will give you the money. That's alright, right? But no more anime merchandise. You could only buy useful things.
Can we just do this when we start living together? Do I have to give it to you right now?
Right now. I don't want you to waste any more money. Also, you should sell your anime goods as soon as possible. Use eBay or something and try to sell it for as much money as you can.
Okay. Please don't get mad at me.
Good.
I need about $100 for a dinner party this weekend.
What are you talking about? Drinking and stuff is useless.
It's not a waste. It's important. One of my seniors who has helped me a lot is retiring. It's a farewell party.
So?
She has been a big help to me, so it's only natural that I want to attend.
Huh? I don't understand why you're spending money on someone who's quitting.
She always took care of me since I joined the company. I want to give her a proper send-off to show my gratitude. She always helped me with you too. She was the one who suggested we live together before we get married.
You mean you were blabbing about me at work? You're an asshole. You know that? Besides, I wouldn't allow a farewell party for someone who meddles in other people's relationships.
Oh, no. But I already told them that I will attend.
That's your fault for deciding to attend on your own. If you really want to attend, why don't you borrow money from somewhere? There are many places where you can borrow money if you have ID.
I don't understand why I have to borrow money when I have it. Besides, I don't like borrowing money.
We don't have any money to waste. Why would I pay for a drinking party like that? I don't get it.
No, it's my money. I haven't even touched my paycheck this month.
I have it in my hand. So, it's my money. What a misunderstanding. Don't talk to me like you're in a position to ask me to spend my money.
Then, how am I supposed to live? I only have about $50 on hand right now.
If you have $50, you could get by for 2 weeks, right? I will give you another $50 in 2 weeks.
No. $50 for 2 weeks, $3.5 a day. It's absolutely impossible.
Rent and utilities are paid by direct debit. And if it's just for food, $10 per meal would be enough. You'd rather have an extra $0.5 a day.
I'm not a lady from Chipstick, okay? That's a TV show, right? It's impossible in real life. Unless you get free food somewhere. But if you buy a regular lunch, it's usually about $35 per meal.
So what? Why are you telling me that? If you don't have enough money, borrow it from someone else. I don't have any money to give to someone with a loose sense of money who doesn't even try to manage on her own.
It's just not right, no matter what you think. Why did you suddenly become so strict with money? You weren't like that before.
It's because you're always wasting money if I don't remind you. You buy all that stupid anime merchandise. To correct such an anime nerd, I go out of my way to take care of your money for your sake. You're in no position to complain. You should be grateful instead.
It's just too much. I will let you manage it, but just think about it. You're being reckless.
Are you still talking back to me? I won't marry you if you're acting like that. I'm doing this because you wanted to move in with me. We went this far. If you break up with me, I will charge your alimony. That's about $30,000 from your savings. I will get it all.
I'm not breaking up with you, but I really can't live like this.
Shut up now. I won't answer until you're sorry.
No way. I have a question for you.
What is it? Do you feel sorry now?
What did you do with my savings?
What? What are you talking about? I'm in charge of your savings.
By managing, do you mean withdrawing almost all of it? Is it?
What are you talking about? I didn't withdraw anything.
Oh, really? Then why is the balance in my account $6.21? There should have been over $30,000 when I give it to you.
Don't talk nonsense. I have the bank book and the card, so how do you know what the balance is?
I got a letter saying I couldn't withdraw the cell phone bill due to insufficient balance. So, I rushed to the bank and found that almost the entire amount had been deducted from my account. And it seems like it took days to withdraw everything because of the maximum amount from the ATM. You withdrew the money, didn't you? You're the only one who can do it.
I'm the one in charge. And you check with the bank? That's disgusting. That's a betrayal against me. I'm leaving you now. The alimony is $30,000 from your savings.
That's not an answer, okay? I'm asking you what you did with my savings. Answer me.
Because I don't know.
You don't know? Then you're saying it was wrongfully withdrawn. I see. I will call the police right away. If they check the surveillance camera at the ATM, they should be able to spot the culprit right away. And since this person has been so polite and come to the ATM so many times to make withdrawals, I'm sure they will recognize his face. If they recognize the face, I'm sure they will catch him. But if it's not you, you'll be fine, right?
Calling the cops? You're overreacting a bit, you know? I make sure that I will check it.
$30,000 is missing. It's not about overreacting. If you don't tell me the truth, I will go to the police now. Okay?
That's right. I forgot. I opened a joint account and transferred the money to it. I didn't tell you. Oops. Sorry. I forgot to tell you.
How could you forget something so important? Oh well. Then put the $30,000 back in my account and return the bank book and the credit card. I'm breaking up with you.
What? What are you talking about? I told you, you should pay me $30,000 if you break up with me.
You just said that on your own. I never agreed to it. In this case, since you are the one who is responsible, you should be the one to pay the fee. You withdrew all the money from someone's account without permission and lost my trust.
Huh? You really stupid. You disobeyed me, didn't you? That's the reason we broke up. That's why you're the one paying alimony. If you want, we can go to court. In this case, I'll have to charge you for the court cost on top of that. I'm saying I will forgive you for $30,000 if it's now. That's my kindness.
I'm telling you, I'm not as dumb as you say. You're a real pain in the ass. You wanted to be superior, so I just pretend to be a little dumb.
What are you trying to be so tough about? You can't beat me, you know?
You're the one who's acting tough.
You're an idiot. So shut up and obey me.
Idiot? Don't you know what I do?
What?
I'm breaking up with you. I'm a lawyer. Of course, I know your argument won't stand up. Even if it goes to court, I've gathered enough evidence to win.
Don't lie to me. You're a company employee, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You're lying. You work at a company. Lawyers work for law firms.
You don't know anything, do you? Do you think all lawyers work for law firms? I'm an in-house lawyer. In other words, a corporate in-house lawyer. It's easier and more stable than starting your own firm. Well, you're out of the loop. So, it's not surprising that you don't know anything about it.
What? You're kidding, right? If that's the case, the salary should be better.
The salary is definitely better. I'm making about $80,000 a year now.
Then, shouldn't you have more money saved up? You're a lawyer, but you've got $30,000 in savings. That's too little.
Did you think my account was only for what I gave you? That account is not a savings account. It's an account for daily living expenses. That's exactly what I used to pay my cell phone bill, rent, and others.
Huh? Why do you have $30,000 in that account?
It's a hassle to deposit money every time, so I just put a little more in there. That's why you didn't see the transfer of my salary or anything, right? If someone with a bit of knowledge sees it, they should immediately realize it's not a salary account. Well, you probably only look at the balance anyway. You're an idiot.
Are you serious?
You're the one who suddenly started talking nonsense. Anyway, I decided to give you the bank book and see how it goes. It's possible to withdraw money from the passbook using just the PIN. But any changes to the account require authentication, so it can be misused. Of course, I was thinking of getting married, so I trusted you. But when you asked me to live on $3.5 a day, I was pretty much turned off. I didn't expect you to take out all the money, so I got worried when I got a letter saying they couldn't pay my phone bill.
Why did you tell me for so long? I don't get it. And your attitude is so different. You were more quiet and stupid.
Well, I have to act like this to be a lawyer. I wanted you to love me for who I am. That's why I didn't tell you about my job and savings. I thought you genuinely loved me. I even thought it was cute how you wanted to spare yourself so easily. That was how much I loved you and I was happy. But now, it's over. People say that even freckles and dimples can be cute, you know? Now, I can't help but think you're the worst person I've ever met.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to tell you the truth. My parents were the guarantors for a friend's debt. And now I'm in debt because that friend ran away. My savings wasn't enough to cover the debt, so I had to use your savings. I can't do it right now, but I will pay you back in the future. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm so pathetic. I'm starting to cry. You just came up with that story? You were the one who went crazy with that stripper, paying her off and making debts, aren't you? Blaming your parents is disgusting. You know, I'm not a stupid person, right? I can easily find out that much in 2 weeks.
What? You've done that much research? But it's a strip club, so it's not cheating. So you will forgive me, right? You have plenty of money, don't you? So think about it as helping your future husband, right? Please.
Future husband? Are you kidding me? I just told you I'm leaving you. You are a stranger to me now.
Don't say that. I told you I love you, didn't I? Let's get married instead of living together. We are almost 32.
I didn't say I love you. I said I loved you. Past tense. Do you understand English? It's so far in the past. I like to erase it. I can't believe I've loved this guy. It's like a dark history.
Don't say that. I loved you before I knew you were rich. I'm exactly the kind of guy you want, right?
I don't want a man who spends a fortune on strippers and racks up millions in debt. Also, not only will I break up with you, but I will ask you to pay back the $30,000 you spent. Also, this is considered as a crime. You should face the consequences in both civil and criminal cases.
Don't use complicated words. I don't understand. Don't talk in technical terms just because you're a lawyer.
What? Don't you know the difference between civil and criminal cases? You acted all superior to me. The truth is, you're the stupid one. What I am trying to say is, you're going to pay me $30,000 and then you're going to be in police custody.
What? You're kidding, right? I will pay you back the money in installments. Please don't take me to the police.
I'm not kidding. And moreover, it's impossible under these circumstances. I will make sure you're sorry.
I'm already sorry enough. Hey, please forgive me.
I will never forgive you. My feelings have cooled off, and I'm getting angry when I remember how you've been treating me. You call my anime characters that I love trash. They don't deserve to be called trash by a trash like you.
Don't say that. I will apologize. Hey, do something about it. If I get in trouble with the police, I will get fired from the company too. Are you trying to put me on the street?
I'm a stranger now. I don't care. Goodbye.
Please, wait. Please help me. I'm really sorry. Nina, please answer me. Please, I'm begging you. Nina!
After that, I charged Tony for the money he had spent. I was surprised to see a lump sum transfer right away. But it seems like he cried to his parents and his father transferred the money to me. However, I didn't hesitate to report him to the police. Tony was arrested, fired from his job, and disowned by his parents. He is now behind bars, spending his days reflecting on his actions. On the other hand, I am now free from the stress after I broke up with Tony, and I am living a happy life. Now, I will be able to place more of my favorite characters' merchandise where Tony's stuff used to be. Aaron, how are you doing there? Is the wedding ceremony almost over?
Hey Claire. Yeah, it's over now. It was the wedding of a good old friend of mine, so it was so emotional.
That's nice. Did you take a picture of the bride?
I did. What's up?
Kelly wants to see it.
Oh, yeah. She's dreaming about becoming a bride someday, huh? That is so sad.
Oh no. How many years are we talking about? Kelly is only 5 years old. She wants to see the bride's beautiful dress. Can you send me the photo?
Oh, I didn't take it with my phone. The pictures are on my camera, so I will show them to you when I get back.
Okay, thank you. Kelly says she's so excited to see it.
Alright, we're off to the after party now.
I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun with familiar faces, but don't drink too much and get everyone in trouble. Have fun, but please be careful.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Oh, are you still coming back on Tuesday night? I think you told me you were going to stay and hang out with some of your old friends, right?
Yeah, no change to that plan for now. That's why I took a payday off.
Don't party too hard over there.
I know. Well, the after party is about to start. Talk to you later.
Okay, have fun. Hey, Claire! Long time no talk! Is this a good time? Katie, how have you been? I haven't seen you since the reunion, so I guess it's been 2 years. I'm free right now. What's up? Really? Has it been that long already? Listen, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. Hold on, are you back in the US? Yes, my youngest sister's wedding was held yesterday, and I'm back here temporarily with my husband. I'm at my parents' house in Texas right now. Your youngest sister is only about 20 years old, right? She's already got married? Yeah, I was worried about her because she was so young. And the guy is that old guy. I asked him about it, and he knew my third sister's husband. I was assured that he is a nice guy, and our parents were convinced and supported their marriage. I see. Anyway, congratulations. Thanks. I'm so happy to hear all the happy news around me these days. My husband also attended a friend's wedding in Texas yesterday. Oh yeah, about that. What? I started with my sister's story, but that's my main point. What? My sister's husband? The groom at the wedding is a friend with your husband. Oh, really? Wasn't the reception at the Blue Lake Hotel? Oh, yeah. He said he was there. So, it wasn't the same name or a mistake to see him as a guest on the groom's side. Wow, what a coincidence. Right? If I knew, I would have said hello. I was thinking of talking to him at the after party, but I heard he had something to do and left right after the reception. What? He left? Why? Aaron said he was going to attend the after party. Oh, really? But he wasn't there. I didn't get a message that his plans were changed. I wonder what happened. At the after party, some of Aaron's old friends were there too, right? Yeah. Except for Aaron, everyone else seemed to be there. I heard them talking about Aaron not coming, and I didn't see him either, so I'm pretty sure. What he told me is that he took a payday off until Tuesday and he will hang out with his old friend. But... that's a little weird, isn't it? I have a bad feeling about it. No, maybe he simply forgot to tell me. My sister and her husband are just visiting my parents' house, so I should ask them. Yeah, I guess. Can you ask them just in case? Okay, hold on. I'm back. How did it go? I don't know how to explain it. My sister's husband said that Aaron was planning not to attend the after party from the beginning, and that they weren't supposed to make plans to hang out until Tuesday. Oh, really? Then what's the story that he told me? I wonder if I got confused with something else. Also, my sister was saying something strange. Strange things? I will let you know when I have more proof. I'm having my sister check it out right now. Okay. I'm sorry it got complicated. It's not your fault. Don't apologize. I hope it's nothing you have to worry about, but... Anyway, I will message you before 3. I'm sorry for causing you trouble. I will wait for you.
Claire, I'm almost home. I'm so tired. I had so much fun with my friends. I have a hangover.
Oh, you're home?
Yep, I'm home. But wait. Hey, the key doesn't fit. Am I in the right house? What's happening?
I canceled the lease yesterday, so the landowner must have changed it.
What? Cancelled?
That's why your family is not there anymore.
What? What's wrong? Does something happen that we need to suddenly move out?
Well, yeah. I moved all my stuff out of the house in one day yesterday, so it was crazy. It's a good thing I rented this place under my name. And I sent your stuff to your parents' house.
What? What the hell happened? Could it be like you borrowed money from bad guys that I don't know about?
It's not like that. Where should I start talking about it? I still don't know how to tell you about it.
What is that?
Well, first of all, did you know that the bride at the wedding has 3 sisters?
Huh? Yes, I know. The bride's youngest sister, right?
The bride's oldest sister, Katie. She's a friend of mine from school.
Oh, seriously? What a coincidence.
I also got a message from Katie the day after the wedding. I was so surprised to hear this coincidence too.
I think she married a foreigner and now lives abroad, right? I think she was at the wedding too.
Yeah, Katie came to our wedding too, but I guess you didn't recognize her after 6 years.
I see. That was rude of me. If I had known, I would have said hi.
So, last year around this time, right? Her 3rd sister's wedding.
Huh? Oh, I see. The groom at that time. He was a friend of mine and that sister's husband. I attended that wedding too. Well, even though we're all from the same area, I never thought we'd had such a close connection. That was a surprise. Oh, but in that case, did she not talk about me last year? I feel like I didn't greet her last year either.
She couldn't come back home because of some unavoidable reason.
Oh, I see. I mean, why does that lead to Claire's moving out? I don't understand your story at all.
Well, I guess you still have no idea what I'm talking about.
What?
Well, the 3rd sister's wedding. You know that the sister had a friend in common, right?
What?
And since they were mutual friends, of course, they were invited to the youngest sister's wedding. You must have met her at both weddings.
Is that... could it be...
I think you're finally getting what I'm trying to say.
No,
Marie, a 20 years old woman. You flirt with Marie at the wedding. After that, you saw her regularly and had relationship with her. And you pretended you were single.
How did you know all of that?
Marie told that sister all about it. That both of their partner are old guys. She once showed her a photo of her and you.
What? With me? No. I think you're talking about the wrong guy.
Well, if that is all the story, I can confirm if it's true. But there's more to the story. You know, the other day, when me and Katie were talking about you, our conversation didn't quite sync up. And we were like, huh? And Katie confirmed it with her sister. You told me that you were going to attend the after party. But the truth is, you left for a trip with Marie. I heard that you have been planning this trip for a long time. How generous of you. You're married to me and have kid. Just wow.
Oh, God. Now you know all about it. Okay, fine.
So, you admit that you're cheating.
Yeah, that's right. I was cheating on you. I'm happy to admit it.
Oh, you're happy about it?
Yeah, of course. If I leave you, I can marry a 20-year-old girl. I will give you custody of Kelly too. I will be able to live with a younger and prettier girl than you. I will divorce you, and don't you ever come near us again.
Oh, about your girlfriend?
Huh? What?
Like I said before, you lied to her that you are a single man, right?
That's right, but it's all the same if we just get a quick divorce, right?
Would it be that easy?
Do you think you won? I don't think so. We love each other. My lie is like a tiny speck of dust compared to our deep love, you know? First of all, Marie is deeply in love with her older boyfriend, who is tough. After I divorce you, I'm going to marry Marie immediately and build a family full of love.
I see. Wow, you have such an optimistic brain, huh? Like you have a garden in the brain.
What?
Well, I think instead of flowers, it's full of weeds. I can't believe my own husband is being like it. It's shocking, to be honest. I can't believe I was married to someone like this.
What are you talking about?
Here you go.
What?
As you can see, a picture of you with Marie. There are more. I saw more wild pictures, but I was too disgusted and I didn't want to keep it on my phone.
What? How did you get all of this? Marie is the only one who has this picture.
That's right. Do you finally understand? This was provided by Marie as proof of the affair.
Huh? Marie did it?
She went back home alone from your vacation place, right?
Yeah. She said she had some urgent reason.
Shortly after that, Marie and I got on a video call through Katie's sister.
What?
She was surprised to find out that you were married and the father of a 5-year-old kid. And when I told her that I would not accuse her if she provided me with evidence, she sent me a lot of different kinds of pictures.
There's no way she would have done that. There's no way she would have betrayed me.
You were the one who betrayed her first, weren't you? Marie said she thought you were single, and if she had known you were married, she wouldn't have gone out with you even if she liked you. That's why she said she wouldn't see you anymore.
That can be true. Marie would never say such a thing. She loves me.
I mean, she said it's better for both of you if don't see each other.
What?
She told me to tell you about this. She's so angry at being lied to. She's pretty sure would do something if she sees you in person. Something terrible that she could go to jail. You know? If you want to be safe, you have to leave her alone. That's what she says.
No way.
Those were serious eyes. I know it's not for me to say, but you could tell even through the video call. I thought, oh, this is the face of demon. So, you should just give up.
She was that angry? I've never seen her being angry. She's a very kind and soft girl.
Do you seriously think she would not get mad at you? You know, people who are usually quiet are more scary when they get angry, even assuming that you deserve it for what you did. I think it's better for you if you listen.
I don't think this would ruin the bond between me and Marie.
So, do you want to go see her and get beat up? I don't think it will be more than a beating. Do you want to be sorry in the afterlife?
No.
On my side, I'm going to ask for alimony and child support, so I need you to be safe for now. If you really want to see her, I suggest you to ask her in advance so that she'll be easy on you at the level of sending you to the hospital.
No, I mean...
Well, there's no guarantee that she will go soft on you, as you say.
No!
Shortly after this, my in-laws, whom I had contacted in advance, arrived. They took Aaron with them, who was crying in front of our former home. After that, we got divorced. After I claimed the alimony and child support in one lump sum, my parents-in-law disowned Aaron and kicked him out of the house. I immediately received a message requesting to get back together, so I changed my contact information. Since then, things have been peaceful. At the same time, his cheating scandal was known throughout the company. He was the big talk and he resigned from the company. Naturally, his longtime friends cut him off too, and he could not reach Marie, so he became all alone. After that, I heard that he couldn't find a new job and he already had zero savings. He is now living on a very tight budget while earning a living by working a day job.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.